inspire, empower. Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Hey there, super duper pensive, laid back, excited, all of the above. I have a very simple question. Are you playing it safe? Better yet, are you playing too safe? I remember I was working with the coach and he was like, if you want to get somewhere, you got to decide you want to disrupt something. If you ain't disrupting something, you're not going to stand out. And I've heard other people say, look at what everybody else is doing in the industry and go against the grain. These are the kind of things that you do to ensure success. And I do believe that disruption is important. And I do believe breaking the mold and standing out is a game changer for being successful in business, because I've seen it happen, not just with myself, but my clients. But when I'm talking about being safe, being too safe, I want to relate this to your marketing message. I have a couple of clients that in order for them to get to their next level, they had to stop playing safe. They were so busy trying to figure out, if I'm going to do this niche thing and if I'm going to make these videos and if I'm going to say anything, what I'm going to have to do is make sure that I don't offend anybody. I want to make sure that if my mother, my father, my auntie, my uncle, my best friend, the people from college, even though these people may not want to work with me, but they're respectable people in the community, et cetera, if they don't like my message or my tone, then I should be concerned because my character does not necessarily look okay. It doesn't get the stamp of approval. I'm here to tell you that doing that means that you're not truly authentic. Doing that means that you can't show up in your life, in your business, or anything and truly reap the rewards of the call that is on your life. There's this one woman that I work with. She's amazing. And actually, I ended up becoming one of her clients. We crisscrossed. And she's teaching me Spanish. And I absolutely love this woman. But I remember that there was a time when she used to play safe. She would come out and be like, I know everybody doesn't necessarily want to speak Spanish. But if you do, this would be for you. That doesn't come from a position of power. That isn't going to, quote unquote, turn somebody on to say, whoa, she's about her business. And it's so funny because I look at her now. And when I tell you guys, she is a beast. She left her job in less than 1 year. Now, when I listen to this woman, I believe it is just so freaking amazing because she'll be like, listen, it is a part of your heritage. Every black person should know how to speak Spanish. And it's in our soul. It's in our spirit. It's in our ancestry. And now she speaks as if it is a requirement to each and every woman that happens to cross her path. Do you see what I'm saying about playing too safe? You can't play it safe in this industry if you want to attract the people that you are intended to work with. You're going to have to be risque. You are going to have to be edgy because it's what you are. It's what you do. If you got to call people out without making your whole marketing campaign about calling people out, you need to do that. You guys hear me do that all the time. Part of the edge in my business is saying, look, as business owners, you've got to stop believing the gimmicks because you're not going to get rich with, 6 steps to 6 figures in 6 days or even 6 months. And for the person that does do it in 6 months, there are so many other variables that came into play long before that's the reason why it worked. But for the average person, and if you listen to my other podcast episode, who's already only showing up in an average way, you can give it up. If you are a badass at what you do, when people work with you, they get the transformation that they're supposed to. You have surrendered to the ideal of being online, and you're making sure that more and more of the world is seeing you, but you still are not progressing in your business. The biggest question you have to ask yourself is, when it comes to my marketing message, am I playing it too safe? Am I not saying women only because I don't want to offend men? Am I not saying young because I don't want to offend the old? Am I not saying this is for blacks because I don't want to offend the whites? What is it that you're doing? What is it that you're not doing that will stop you from peeling back that layer of resistance? Because that's what you have to realize. There is resistance to you. When you're an entrepreneur, you're the face of your business. Trust me, people are afraid. They are afraid that they are going to spend their money with someone who's going to run off with it. They're afraid that they're dealing with little companies who just want to give a quick service and don't exhibit customer service. They've already been hurt before. They want to know that things are safe. And the only way people are going to know if things are safe is if you're honest. You don't have to talk like me. You don't have to have the same kind of edge as me. You may not even say any curse words, but people can smell authenticity from a mile away. And when you are speaking around, or better yet, safely speaking about what it is that you do, then you have not turned up the heat so people can't hear you. You got to make people sweat. You got to make them reach out their hand and ask for that paper towel, that cup of water. You need to be what they need when there is desire, when there is dire thirst and extreme need. But you're not going to get that if you're not the person who decides to make shit uncomfortable. So are you playing it too safe with your marketing message? Are you not asserting specifically who your product or service is for? Are you not stating plainly that you are the authority? And it's saying it meaning that, and who cares? It has no bearing on the next person. You can say you're the best and I can say I'm the best. And so what? Are you failing because you won't assert the necessity? You're saying coulda, woulda, should, possibly, buy, maybe you will, maybe you won't, versus saying, hey, look what you're doing because you need me. Playing it too safe is sabotage for the entrepreneur. You're going to have to step your game up. And this is a good time to bring this up, being that the podcast theme is elevation. Because right now, this season is all about doing what you can to elevate sales because people are spending money for the holiday. And are they going to spend money with the people over there, or are they going to spend money with you? Well, I don't know. But if you get your message on point and you get out there and start throwing that crazy ass promo that you thought was weird, and, get out there and make that live video that you thought was strange and put that offer out there that seemed like it was hashtag team too much. Say those things that are on your mind that may really offend some people so that the people that need to hear it can be turned on. Don't play it safe. because playing it safe is going to sabotage your business. That's your nugget for today. I love you, ladies. In the meantime, in between time, I'll see you later. Deuces. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real